Republic of Ingushetia. The Republic of Ingushetia is one of the youngest subjects of the Russian Federation. It has substantial natural and manpower resources. To accelerate the implementation of investment projects, we intend to extensively make use of private capital. This work has already been started, and I think that in the given conference, we'll greatly activate the work in that direction. Oil production is the Republic's main economic potential. The estimated oil reserves are over 23 million tons. We have grounds to assume that these reserves are much greater, since exploratory work has not been undertaken over the past few decades. It may be said that the Republic today is a giant construction site, where facilities of the capital are being built at a fast pace. The town of Magas, public health care, social and communal spheres, engineering, infrastructure. Because of this, 3 plants producing bricks are being built, and the Kavdolomit program has been launched. In a short period of time, the Republic of Ingushetia has brought gas to all its settlements and towns, 100%. During the past few years alone, we have commissioned more than 2 million square meters of floor space. This is an impressive performance. It should be noted that only recently the Republic was in one of the last places in the country in terms of commissioning floor space and in housing construction in general. And in a comparatively short period of time, Ingushetia ranks in the leading group in terms of these indices. For us, as well, this work is a priority. It should be noted that where we are tackling social problems, demographic problems, and actively building apartments, everything must be directed only towards creativity and stability. To be sure, this is an additional stimulus for investors to come here to work fruitfully on a mutually advantageous basis in Ingushetia. The establishment of our own sources for generating electricity is also very important for the Republic's economy. We know that Ingushetia possesses a significant potential for generating electricity with the help of mountain rivers. Taking this into account, we are planning to build several hydropower plants on the Asa and Armhi rivers. Ingushetia is also a traditional agrarian republic. That is why raising the efficacy of funds invested in the agro-industrial complex is possible only by increasing the number of enterprises working in the reprocessing industry. We must develop a full-cycle system, production of raw materials, and making ready-to-use products. A very attractive objective in the investment plan concerns the reconstruction of the existing plant producing alcohol and alcoholic beverages by way of increasing the assortment and volume of products. The tourist and recreation complexes also represents an important vector in the development of the economy. The Jeddah Medical Treatment and Health Building Complex is functioning in the Jeddah region. Even in Soviet times, Jeddah was regarded as the best resort for treating patients with respiratory diseases. The mountain here is crystal clear and is rich with curative ions. We realize that substantial financial resources are needed for implementing our investment proposals. We consider that the basis for this, and I want to emphasize this, can be only state and private partnership. This is very important for us. Bearing this in mind, in order to implement the state policy for creating favorable conditions for attracting private investments, the standard and legal base is being enhanced. This is aimed at removing administrative barriers, granting tax privileges, and state guarantees to investors engaged in such activity. And I simply believe that business, this work, must be transparent. Such conditions have been created in the Republic. We have established a registration and licensing service, a Chamber of Commerce and Industry, and a regional fund for supporting entrepreneurship. In large measure, the implementation of investment projects will allow the Republic to diminish subsidization. The Republic's debt stands at 1,283,000,000 rubles. This, of course, is a heavy burden. We have performed work, and the Republic today is increasing its own tax revenues. That is why this problem no longer exists. It is very important for us to create additional jobs. This helps to further develop the social infrastructure, which will doubtlessly raise the living standards of the population. This is the most important task for us. For us, birth rates and the concept of a demographic situation imply not simply the number of children that are born. Of course, this is a question of Russia's national security. That is how we understand it. This is very important for us and for our republic. And today we are not one of the first in the Russian Federation. We really hold the first place according to birth rates and, which is also important, in terms of longevity. Such figures can be seen only where a region is developing dynamically. Part of the North Caucasian Railway passes through the territory of the Republic. The Federal Highway, Caucasus-Rostov-Baku, lies parallel to it. In place of the former airport, we know that it was an airbase previously. We have built the Magas airport in the capital of Orджоникидзе. The second stage of the airport is now under construction. Substantial work is being done to create our own pool of airliners. Work is underway to give the airport an international status. Completion of this work, especially the second stage, is of tremendous importance not only to the Republic. I consider this to be important for the whole region of the North Caucasus.
В плане инвестиционной привлекательности самой республики, ну и, как я уже сказал, Северо-Кавказского региона в целом.
I especially want to emphasize that Ingushetia has experience in the area of international cooperation. It has been acquired while implementing the plan to enhance investment attraction. In November 2005, Ingushetia became a member of the Association of European Regions. This is a very prestigious organization of 25 European countries. It includes 250 European regions. In our country, we are the fourth region after Moscow, Tatarstan, and Samara to enter this important organization. Naturally, we are submitting our projects, and the European organization has noted that Ingushetia is a very promising region. It has been emphasized by international organizations that Ingushetia is a young developing republic. It offers broad opportunities to businessmen in developing its market. A striking example can be seen in the recent trip to Germany and Turkey. Investors from those countries have come to our country and are working here. The last trip to Jordan, where Jordanian experts also displayed keen interest to the project tabled by Ingushetia, and a number of other countries as well, Italy, and our partners from countries of the former Soviet Union, our friends, I would say. This is Ukraine and Belarus. I want to stress that we have close business contacts with investors from the CIS members, and this is very important. And while working in this investment vector, we can already say that this work is growing substantially, and it helps stability in the region in general. And today it can be said that a favorable investment climate has been practically created in the Republic, and this is very important. Vladimir Putin became closely acquainted with the Ingushetia exposition and gave it a high evaluation. What you are doing now is real live production. This is what is needed now to form a favorable investment climate and to create jobs in the Republic. This is a ethyl alcohol plant, the only one in the country. And these are different types of antenna. We have an order already, investors for $5 million, the South Korean Global Tech. And this plant produces low-power motors. These are pumps. We also have an order. This is water which we produce. Good water, very good water. And also for digital television. We have begun joint production of the Russian teleradio system and the company Global Tech of South Korea to begin production of digital receivers. Now Russia's demand is about 50 million pieces. This is a serious enterprise. Have you already started production? Yes, we have. Here is an experimental model. How much will it cost? Not more than $60. But we will produce cheaper models for the public by bringing in cheap manpower and by boosting production. Very good, very good.